Okay, but how do you deal with lack of motivation, a sense of purposelessness and overwhelm? I can only tell you how I deal with that. And I think what you need is um, I've heard it phrased as you need a soundtrack in your mind, something that you could play to get you pumped up and motivated. And I don't mean a song. I mean like an outcome, a vision of your future. And so right now there's like a handful of them. It's like, why am I taking this job, or why am I working so hard, or why should I get up today and like do this hard thing? Well, I have some financial goals. I'd like to pay off my house, before the mortgage, early. I'd like to pay it off early. And so I think, okay, well, if I can land this deal, if I can work on that, I could take a chunk out of that. Not a big one, but it's something. I have children, and I always think, well, I can, I'd really like to pay for their college, or to, set them up for a little bit more success or something. I have my own retirement. So there's all these different financial goals, and sometimes those work. Sometimes though they don't work. It's like, the kid can get a job if they have to, or the kids can take care of me if worse comes to worse. I'm not going to work today. And in those cases, you have to dig a little deeper. And I have this other thing where it's like, what can I do today that the me in 2031 or in 10 years from now is really going to appreciate, going to be grateful for that I did today, and are they going to be happy that I surfed Twitter and answered a bunch of emails? Or are they going to be happy that I like sat down and spent 4 hours on a drawing? And it really, it's amazing because I've been doing my career now for 20 plus years, and I have drawings that are 20 years old that are still like feeding me creatively. I'll look through these old files and these old folders, and I'll see these drawings, and I'll be like, oh, that's a good idea. I could use that to inspire today's work or whatever. So it's like, even just making a drawing that day can benefit you 10 years down the line. So that's another way to get out of bed and to motivate yourself. It could be just a short-term thing. It could be like, hey, if I accomplish what I want to do this month, then I could treat myself to X, Y, and Z. I could treat myself to like something that you normally wouldn't. And maybe part of that is withholding or delaying a gratification of something as well, so that you are motivated to do something. When I was, I run a lot, and there was a period there where I was like, oh, I need to shave off, 10 pounds or something. And so I had this cereal that I loved. I love this particular, it's not name brand. The bagged, it's Golden Puffs. It's the bagged version.
Yeah.
The wheat. I love it. It's so trashy, but I love it. But I told myself, I can't have a bowl until I've ran 10 miles. So every 10 miles I can have a bowl of this. And you better believe I was clocking those, I was like, okay, I'm going to do 5 miles today so I can get 10 miles by the night and have my bowl of cereal before bed. And so that was just the kind of thing that, and I told people that too. I told people in the house, Daddy can't have the cereal unless he's run 10 miles. So if they ever saw me with a bowl, they'd be like, where's your miles? How many miles you do?
Did they hold you to it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. There's no respect for me in this home.
I love that Baby Shark. The Baby Shark cereal. That's good stuff.
Baby Shark. So I don't know. Those are the. I mean, I don't get that joke, but
I'm just riffing with your stupid cereal.
Is there an actual Baby Shark cereal?
There is. There's anything famous in the kids' world. They make a cereal now. What happened to the good old days of Alphabets?
Is that still a thing? I haven't seen that commercial in a while.
Those were so good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, you sidetracked me on the
That's
cereal.
true, because like Mr. Beast, the YouTuber, has like a burger joint, right? Like that's a thing now too. Anyway, so the motivation, I think it's telling yourself, if I do X, I'll get Y, and you have to figure out what your Y's are first, And I think that can get you out of bed.
That's pretty good advice, but it's not Michael Jackson level podcaster advice.
It's your Michael Jackson level.
Here I go.
Shimona.
What she's saying, again, diving deep into these words that she's given us, is, it might be a fear of success. She's making her way, and all of a sudden the work's starting to come in, and now she's got to say, okay, this is who I am. I'm this book illustrator, or I don't see whether she's doing children's books or not, but I'm this full-time illustrator kind of thing. And all of a sudden a little freezing up a little bit because of the fear of what that means in her head, like what that success, what does your life look like? And there's some kind of fear there about what could possibly be. And so maybe she's kind of locking up a little bit. And what I would say is to get rid of the idea, sort of opposite. I'm going to argue with Jake a little bit. Get rid of the idea of what success looks like, because that might be what the factor that's stopping you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be busy all the time. I'm going to have deadlines. And what if I don't hit the deadlines? And what if they don't like all the work I'm doing? And then how am I going to respond to that? And I would say get rid of all that stuff and go back to these basic little nuggets, I guess. What I kind of think of them is, when you're illustrating, what do you like about each process, each part of the process that you do? Like, okay, like my favorite part, I used to get real nervous because I had so much work coming in and I was getting behind, and I felt the same way you did. I didn't want to do it. I was kind of lagging and almost rather go running or something because it was just a definite thing that I knew what to do. I was just kind of overwhelmed. And so what I told myself is I'm going to find what I enjoy about each part of it. And so for the early stages, like I love the research and development because I like finding out new stuff. And so that became my focus, not like, okay, whatever I decide on in this research is now going to end up in illustration. Is that not going to be successful? So I found what I liked about the research. And then the next stage, the sketches and stuff. I really love sitting down with coffee, having a blank sheet of paper. I love the blank sheet of paper and a pencil. Like it has to be a pencil because I love that scratchy sound of pencil on like a slightly textured surface. I just love the way it feels, and I feel really natural drawing that way. And I like playing with a lot of ideas, just drawing into sort of like starting with one thing and saying, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? So that's what I'm going to focus on at that stage. And then I did that with each stage. What do I like about color studies? What do I like about doing the final painting? All of it. And I was really specific about it. And I focused on each one of those stages. Okay, here's where I'm at today. I need to do this sketch, this thumbnail sketch, and here's what I like about it. So I'm going to focus on that. And it really took away all that. At the end, if you focus on each thing you like all the way through, the end result is fantastic because you've slowed down and you've made the process as good as you possibly can. And then the last little bit I'll add here is once I turn in the work, I did what I needed to do. I did the best I could. I liked it. I liked every step of it. I didn't skip anything. And if people like it, that's awesome. If they don't like it, I'll try to change it and make it good. Of course, you want to be a pro, but it took away that pressure, I guess, is where I'm going.